Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people of us of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform. This is Let's Talk TV, your one and only updated news information channel that gives you all the matter with the trend and the way they happen for Biafran territory. All you have to do is to subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notification, because definitely we are here to give you all the updated information on the Biafran struggle. So if you're looking for a channel, a legit channel to get all the updated info concerning the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, you are on the right channel. And also any issue pertaining Mazenam Dekano, we will definitely give you the updated news and information. So on that note, once again, you're welcome to this channel. Now, straight to the issue on ground and the matter where I carry come for you. Now, I want to make you understand this particular video you're about to watch, some important informations were embedded in this particular video. The Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, and his team were able to pass a critical information to every Biafran here. Information that you must know as a true follower of the Biafran struggle. Now, before I release this video, I want to make something clear to every lovers of freedom all over the world. Now, a country that is lawless, a country that is in a state of anarchy, a country that does not have a law, or rather that does not follow a law, that will govern it to make it a better place, is a country that is bound to fail. And that is exactly what we are seeing in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria currently. They have actually shown and proven their anarchy. A country that is lawless, a country where the so-called securities derive joy in the buying of innocent civilians, unarmed civilians. A country where the army, who is meant to be fighting with them, with other armed terrorists that is ravaging the country, are deriving joy in making public video threatening the innocent, unarmed, civilians, because of they decided to defend themselves from their evil and their injustices. When the Prime Minister and Mazenam Dekano, before he was abducted, told Biafrans, it has gotten to the time that every Biafran needs to arm himself to protect himself. People did not understand. People did not even believe that it will get to a stage where you'll be defending yourself against the terrorists. A terrorist army who are meant to be protecting you, who are meant to be going to war to fight. Oh, you do not know that it is still in this same country, in Biafraland, that the military brought in fighter jets to fight Biafrans. Also. And this is the country that you are defending on a daily basis, claiming that everything will be well soon. Please, let me make it known to you and let me burst your bubble. Nigeria is doomed to fail, and we have seen it. The only hope you have today as a Biafra is to support the quest for the Biafran freedom. God has given you the people that will lead you there. All you have to do is to continue to do the needful so that this freedom will come as quickly as possible. Stop insulting the Prime Minister. Stop attacking him. There's a particular man I'm going to bring up here, and I will address his issue because he has continued to claim that the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá is his biggest problem. But the fact is that that man is the biggest problem that Biafrans have at the moment, because he is trying to cause a distraction from the struggle. And if you're not careful, you will start taking note of the stupid ideas that he is bringing up. Because I went through his S handle and I noticed how people were even supporting him against the kick against the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá. Make I stop him here. Make I play the video where I carry on for you. Please subscribe and make sure you turn on your notification, because definitely that is the only way we can assure you of getting all the quality news and information as it is hot.
Central Bank. We have a few days ago, you unveiled aviation minister, sorry to say. These are the new dimensions that Mazen Namwitano has seen from you. And that's why he gave us that notion that we should listen to Mazen Simon Èkpá, that he is going to bring us with a new dimension. When we are talking about this new dimension, some people may not know what is new dimension. Biafran government in exile, they have made it possible for Biafrans. Ever in the history, as I am now, I've never voted in Nigeria election. I've never participated. But last month, 1st of, that was February, I voted in our self-referendum to exit ourselves from the zoological republic. I voted, and I believe every Biafrans believe that their votes going to count. It's not in the zoo whereby you vote. They don't respect people's mandates. They do what they do is they choose who's going to be representative for the masses, and that is not democracy. You are instituting what is called democracy, and we have to know it, that this democracy, honestly speaking, apart from the fact that we don't keep a record of that, this word democracy, I should say that it started from Biafraland. Yes. Democracy started from Biafraland. But as you said it, our Prime Minister, that we are going to make a history, and we want to be written in the history of Biafra. I am asking you also to make the history of Greece here in Greece, the history of our unit here in Greece, to be written in the history of Biafra book. This is all I have to say. I'm asking, may God protect you and give you more wisdom, so that in no distant time, we will all rejoice and go back to our fatherland, which is called Biafra. May God preserve your life and also bless our able leader, and protect the whole Biafrans all over the world.
Item number 7, Prime Minister, over to you. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Thank you very much, Biafrans in Greece.
those who are present and those watching from the different locations in Greece and other parts of Europe, and of course, in Biafraland. I welcome you all today and thanks for inviting me to this particular tour of Greece. As you all know, we are now in the phase of progress, in the phase of action, in the phase of achievement, in the phase of what we have to do to continue the delegitimization of Nigeria within Biafra territory. Today, the chain that have held Biafra for many decades is broken. In the past few days, we have seen the upsurge of the Nigeria terrorists, military, and all their prostatals, accomplices in the killings of Biafra. They were all crying, and the cry is just starting.
Yes.
The killing of Biafrans at will by the Nigeria terrorist state is no longer something they will do and go free. Biafran, killing of any Biafran come with a price, big price, and they are paying it. I want everybody to understand that for the very first time in the history of Biafra, you see what is going on. There has never been any time in the history of Biafra agitation, liberation, that you see what is happening today happening. Because you can't continue to do the same thing and expect a result. And because before you fight a country like Nigeria to protect your people, you must be able to study what Nigeria is all about. That is why in the medical field, when you go to hospital, you go to doctor, they will first of all conduct some kind of test to know what is your problem. Doctors don't just carry you in the hospital and say, oh, what is your problem? You're having a headache. Okay, come and take this. Or you have a temperature. Come, let us give you a drug. No, that's a quack doctor. That's what they do in Africa. That's why many Africa can never progress until Biafra is restored and the beginning of civilization will start. So you have to identify the root cause of a problem before you can now know how to solve it. And that's what the Biafra Republic government in Eza have done. And that's what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw in many of us. He knows that the people that surrounded him were a bunch of criminals, bunch of idiots who doesn't know their left from their right. And then he began to shout for 100 men. So first, we studied Nigeria, the complicity of Nigeria, and how to break Nigeria. And believe me, I have not even unleashed the biggest secret. Many of you who followed after when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, you all remember the day I made a prayer. I said a prayer for God to give us 1,000 men wisdom to face the challenges ahead of us. Believe me, from the beginning till now, we have always been spiritual. And before anything happens, we see ahead of it. I can tell you today that God did not just give 1,000 men wisdom, but more than 1,000 men. And we are just using only 5. We have not gotten to where we can even use 100, not to talk of 500. Today, they are listing the names of people who, according to them, is the problem of Nigeria. And you see, the Prime Minister of Biafra is one of the people they claim are the problem of Nigeria. Rather, Prime Minister Simon Èkpá came to rescue Biafra from the Nigeria problem, which Nigeria and British created. Today, they look for who to blame. They brought criminals and terrorists from Sahel, all the way from Central Africa, to rig election and remove Jonathan from power. They came, these terrorists came, and they were not compensated. And then after that, the people who brought them from northern Nigeria decided to use them for the Islamic agenda. And today, the Islamic agenda is in a very high speed. They look around to who they are going to blame, and they are blaming Biafra. Biafra is not the reason 200 people were killed on Christmas Day in Jos, Plateau State. Biafra is not the reason why many women and children have been slaughtered, thousands of them from January to 24th day of March 2024 in the northern Nigeria. Biafra is not the reason why Yoruba chiefs and Obas are being slaughtered in their homes by the Islamic terrorists sponsored by the Nigeria state. Biafra is not the reason why many people cannot go to their villages in the northeast, northwest, north central, southwest, and even in the southeast. But you see, all these problems they created was the problem that gave birth to Simon Èkpá today. Because I said at a point, enough is enough. I cannot continue to watch my people being killed, butchered, and their head chopped off by the terrorists sponsored by Nigeria state. The one that break the camel back is a story that I would like to share to people of Greece today. In 2021, after the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or in 2020 before he was kidnapped also, terrorists attacked my village, slaughtered people that I know, slaughtered women and men that I know, cut off their head. And these people, I know their family, I know their children. And I watched this video. One of the survivors of this attack is still alive today. He saw Nigeria Army as part of those who came for that attack. From that day, the anger I have for Nigeria multiplied. One of the victims of this killing by the Nigeria Army in conjunction with the Fulani today reside in Libya. He is probably watching this program. His father was butchered, head cut off. These particular killings, I documented it very well. I sent it to the president of Finland. I sent it to the Brussels during the time the so-called Ellen White was still doing lobbying with the IPOB name. We compiled those things, sent to the United Nations, sent to everywhere. Nobody has been held responsible today. The next thing was the journalist that reported this killing was banned from entering Ebonyi State Government House to report about it. Because they reported about it, So some of you may remember when Omahe banned journalists from entering a government house. One of those journalists, his mother head was cut off. This is the first time I'm sharing some secret. But today, from 2021 to this date, as you can see, nobody have been arrested because nobody would be arrested. I decided that in addition to all the killings of Biafrans, from Aba to the invasion of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's house, killing over 28, according to people, they say there were people that were killed at numbers 100. They say it was 28 people that was killed in Oyendu's house. Coupled to Mpo massacre, this is a direct killing by the Nigeria state, not suspected terrorists or suspected headers. And I pray to God to give me opportunity to defend my people. And that opportunity is here. And I am defending Biafra with brutality. Very brutal. Nobody will kill Biafra again and live to tell the story. That's why anywhere they are in Biafraland, we will hunt them down. It is the best self-defense. In addition to that, the independent state of Biafra will follow it with diplomacy, political solution, and of course, the defense comes with the guerrilla warfare. We are not backing down. You kill us, we kill you back. They have declared that secessionists are wanted. They call me secessionist. Well, you can declare me wanted. We have also declared you wanted. And any place you see these people that are killing our people from Hope Uzodinma, arrest them in Biafra land. Any place you see them, any day Tinubu will enter Biafra land, make sure he doesn't go back. We'll arrest them, arrest him. The same thing goes to Shetima. From this day, the target of the Biafra Defense Forces is to make sure that those sponsoring the killing of Biafras will not be allowed to enter our territory. We must not give them a British space. We must not allow them to come to our land and kill and go. The time of that particular issue is over. We will fight them tooth to tooth. We will fight them iron to iron. We will fight them gun to gun. We will defend our land to the last drop of our people. And they are running mad because somebody actually stood up to say enough is enough. For this to happen, we must understand that the enemy has planted disagreement, disunity, fighting, and all that within the Biafra people. It is normal. It doesn't move me. It doesn't move anybody who understands what the government oppressors can do in order to weaken the collectiveness and the power of the people of the victim. And that they have done very well. Today, you see people who were fighting for Biafra many years ago. All of a sudden, they are not telling you that Nigeria, they are not telling you. And I want to make it very clear. Nobody owned Biafra. Nobody owned Biafra. Biafra is owned by everyone who believes in Biafra. Nobody have the monopoly to restore Biafra. The only thing is that God have ordained some people while giving birth to them from the beginning that they are going to be the one that God will use to restore Biafra. And today, we are here. That's exactly what we're doing. There is no threat that will move us. And please, the media team, look at the comment section and remove the idiot. Our freedom is guaranteed. Guaranteed by the laws international laws, the United Nations treaties, African Union Charter, and what have you. I am promising you today, using this opportunity of this tour to Greece, to promise Biafra people that in a matter of days, we will start the legal process for Nigeria for reparation to Biafra government. That particular reparation will start few days to come. And the information will be public. We will fight Nigeria from all corners. We will fight them legally. As this particular declaration is approaching, we will make Nigeria very, very uncomfortable. It is going to be the only target we have is to make sure that Nigeria is uncomfortable on the declaration of Biafra. So we are going to fight them from African Union to the UN to any other entity that Nigeria is part of. The process, the next step of this Biafra liberation is the application for reparation. Thank you, everyone. There we go. There we go.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Welcome once again to Greece. Item number 8. Iwaoji. Stroke fundraising. Mazi John, to you please.
Low. Can you watch it now? I don't got to before. This one, TBI, the backward. Yeah, I would like to introduce Brother Felix. Back to him. I would like to introduce Brother Felix on the camera of Aloweri.
Aloweri, unmute your microphone. Aloweri, unmute your microphone.
Unmute.
Unmute your microphone. Aloweri. All right.
Aloweri.
It's good to go.
Go ahead. Yeah, Kuneku.
I didn't have to play it because you're here. Chineke okike abịa onye kere eluigwe maka ịnwụ kekwa ihe nọ ha n'ime na ọmụgọ bịara n'abalị isi a ikele onye ndu anyị Prime Minister Simon Èkpá. Ndị Igbo tụrụ ilu ha sị na onye wetara ọjị wetara ndụ. Ya mere Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, anyị ji ọjị a bụ ihe ndị Igbo na-eji akpọ ọbịa ya. Anyị ji ọjị a sị Prime Minister Simon Èkpá ịbịala. Chineke kụfu niile kete agha okike kere ụwa anyị na-ekele gị ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra nọ n'ala Greece na-ekele gị abalị isi asị gị okike abịa ma imeela gị onye nyere anyị ndụ nye anyị ikikere nye anyị amamihe nke ndị isi anyị tụkọtara wee kpọta Prime Minister anyị bụ Simon Èkpá. Anyị na-ekele gị abalị isi a sị gị Chineke imeela n'aha Chukwu ọbịa ama Chineke anyị n'ime ọchị a anyị na-arịọ sị gị biko gị onye machara ihe niile gị onye maara ebe onye isi anyị nọ bụ onye ndu anyị nna anyị na-arịọ sị gị aka ahụ atụmatụ ahụ ihe niile ahụ nkata ahụ nke a kpara wee tinye ya n'ebe ahụ nna onweghị onye ga-adọpụtara anyị ya ma ọ bụ ụsọ gị anyị na-arịọ gị okike kere ụwa Chineke okike nke abịa ama biko tụpụtara ya onye isi anyị n'aha Chukwu ọbịa ama onye nwe anyị jikwa Prime Minister bụ Simon Èkpá etifo ọgwụ aka gị onye na-enye amamihe onye na-enye ikike na-enye ndụ anyị na-achọkwasị gị biko nkata nke ndị zu na-akpa n'ebe ọ nọ Chineke nyere anyị amamihe kwuo ya ekwekwala Chineke ka aka tụọ nwa mmadụ a onye ahụ bụ onye rapụtara isi ya ka a ga-adụpụta ndị gị n'ọdọ ọkụ na ọ bịala idupụta gị n'ọdọ ọkụ anyị na-arịọ onye ebube biko Chukwu chi ya amamihe gosi ya amamihe ihe nke a ga-eji wee kpọpụta anyị n'ọdọ ọkụ ahụ gosi ya n'aha Chukwu ọbịa ama anyị na-ekele ndị niile bụ ndị isi ndị nọkọrọ kwere na ọ ga-adị otu a anyị na-achịrị Chineke nye ndị amamihe nke a ga-eji wee duo anyị n'ala ahụ nke ikpere anyị nkwa sị anyị ga-eji ka ọ dịrị anyị otu a n'aha Chukwu ọbịa ama
I present to you our Mazi Paul to give our donation. Go ahead. Oh no, thank you.
Our Prime Minister, these names I'm going to call is the names of our family members here in Greece, and all of them in appreciation wants to welcome you by some donations everyone has just decided as to give you as part of their kola nut. So here are the names. John, able 50 euro. Paul, Ugu, 100 euro. Isola Williams, 60 euro. Joseph Davis alone, 50 euro. Okechukwu Ume Ezimwa, 50 euro. Precious Obolodu, 50 euro. Chinedu Okafor, 50 euro. Roland Ugochukwu, 100 euro. Samson Ogu, 50 euro. Innocent Ojo, 20 euro. Jessica Chinaga, 20 euro. Chika Okafor, 40 euro. Uchechi Ndukwe, 50 euro. Sunday Anyalewe Chi Uchendo, 30 euro. Chime Chukwunonso, 50 euro. Jude Moot, 15 euro. Edwin Uzoma, 10 euro. Thank God Ocho, 100 euro. Chukwu Ebuka Oba, 50 euro. And if I add now, 50 euro. Total is 1,050 euro.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Grace. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're going to go on ahead. Grace is pulling with.
Big reason no dying Ndị griza yeke nuna ndị chimeres na mmadụ apụghị yo ndị
I use this opportunity to call Biafrans to identify the Biafra Liaison office in Greece. If you are in Greece and you have not done so, believe me, time will come when be allowed, and we'll wait for you to pay your dues in Biafra when you will be coming back. So the time is now. If you're in Greece, please call this particular session, share it, let it go to every person, every Biafran residing in Greece. This time, you join the Biafrans in Greece through the Biafra Liaison office, which will automatically become the Biafra embassy as soon as Biafra has been restored. Thank you.
We are having some updates in the contribution, and we will come up with that later on.
All right.
Breaking of kola nut, breaking of kola nut, breaking of kola nut. The kola nut has been prayed upon, and the floor is open for everyone to break the kola nut. Support Chris, support Chris, support Chris. European rep, over to you, please.
Yes, good evening, dear friends. Good evening, Prime Minister. Thank you, Cabinet Media team. And thank you, dear friends in Greece, for honoring this, or rather welcoming our Prime Minister to Greece. I am very, very proud of this government. This is the government of the people, and the government has shown that its sole responsibility is to make sure that Biafrans are well taken. Biafrans will have a mouthpiece, that Biafrans will be recognized once again as individuals who are able to govern themselves. I want to use this opportunity to encourage Biafrans all over the world to support the government. We have heard our Prime Minister. He has assured us of consistency. He has assured us of freedom, but we must support these activities. We must make sure that we provide for the men on ground, because every bullet counts. Every man must be taken care of on ground. So because of that, we must continue to support the activities of the Biafra Republic in exile. If you have not woken up to the reality, please, you still have opportunity to wake up to the reality that we are at war, and people that are at war, they need to make sure that they provide the men on ground with everything they need to sustain the war as long as it will take. So thank you very much once again, our Prime Minister. You have shown that indeed that Biafrans have men, and we are going to follow you. We are going to make sure that everything you need is going to be available at your disposal. We will stand strong behind you. We are going to work effortlessly. We want to assure you that you have people. Thank you very much. And people in Greece, we as the European representatives, we are going to support Greece with €1,000. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Support Greece, support Greece, support Greece. Breaking of cola nut. Nicholas Peters, unmute yourself, please.
Yes, we are going to support.
Nicholas Peters, unmute yourself. Your hand is up.
Support Greece.
You have the mic.
Hello.
Hello.
I would thank Greece and everyone here because it's so nice. I want to thank everyone. Yeah, it's so nice meeting here. It's very nice. Yes.
Okay, we continue.
But I personally hate Greece. I hate it so much because.
Let's remove this person.
Who is meeting her?
I don't even know his name.
Let's know where she's coming from.
She's telling us that she personally hates Greece.
Also, yeah, I will bump your house, and yeah, it's my last.
It shouldn't be here. Shouldn't be here.
All right.
Okay, please support Greece. Support Greece. Breaking of cola nut. The floor is open to everyone. Breaking of cola nut. Breaking of cola nut. Support Greece. Support Greece. Breaking of cola nut. The floor is open for everyone to support. Okay, while there is a special number they had here to play, while we wait for that to be done. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Breaking of Kola Nut continues. Support Greece, support Greece, support Greece. Please raise your hand if you want to support Greece. If you cannot raise your hand through the Zoom, you can do so manually like this. We'll see you. All right, for those that want their camera on, you may start your camera now. If you want your camera, start your camera now. If you want your camera on, you may start your camera now. If you want your camera on, you may start your camera now. You may start your camera now. You may start your camera now. Start your camera now. Start your camera now. Start your camera now. Start your camera. Start your camera. All that is ongoing. The floor is open for breaking of kola nut. Support Greece in breaking of kola nut. Take the kola nut home and answer your father's name. Represent your state and your province. Take the kola nut representing your foreign state of Biafra. Take the kola nut home answering your state name. And I am taking one kola nut home for Idong State with the sum of $50. $50. Thank you. Take the kola nut home, answer the name of your state, answer the name of your family. Support Greece, support Greece, support Greece. The floor is open. Naya, unmute yourself. Naya, your hand is up, unmute yourself. Network kick you out. Come back, come back. Please raise your hand if you want to make donations, if you want to support Greece, if you want to partake in breaking of the kola nut. Raise your hand, please. Support Greece. Support Greece. Support Greece. Support Greece. Then Naya, unmute yourself. Then Naya, unmute yourself. Then Naya, unmute yourself. Then Naya, unmute yourself. You're struggling with the camera. Unmute yourself, then Naya. Then Naya, unmute. Then Naya, unmute yourself. Click on the microphone to unmute. Then Naya, click on the microphone, you will unmute.
Mazison, I have an update.
Okay, right on with the update.
Mazison, I have an update. Maybe I should raise my hand. Let me use. We have here two more people who wants to support the kola nut. They are Everest Ezekwe with 30 euro and Mr. Felix Okoro 30 euro, bringing the total to 1,075 euro.
Thank you.
Another person is and Mr. Felix Okoro 30 euro, bringing the total to 1,075 euro. Another Harry Emenike with 20 euro.
Okay.
Harry Emenike with 20 euro.
Thank you, thank you.
Barawa, I'm now unmuted, please.
Yes, Nana, you may speak up now.
Yeah. Good evening, brothers and sisters in Greece. Thank you, our PM, the dragon himself. You are our pride. And may Okike bless, and bless you. More than every human limitation. And may he bless as well your cabinet. I'm just supporting our brothers in Greece with the sum of 50 euro. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will send the receipt to Otto Barawa Otto Vam Vam Vam. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. While we wait for more hands, I would like to use the opportunity to review the aims and scopes of the Biafra Republic government in exile to our people in Greece. We understand that this government has gone way beyond any government, most of the government in Africa. We have achieved more than we have ever experienced as of then when we are referred to as Nigerians. But now that we have taken over government by ourselves, we have accomplished a lot just in the space of 1.5 years and counting, or less than 1.5 years. The following are the aims and the scope of the government, of our government in exile. We focus on diplomacy and advocacy on behalf of Biafrans, international relations, on behalf of Biafrans, human rights and protection of Biafra citizens, national unity and reconciliation. Preparations for return to homeland. This is very, very important. We must ensure that the upcoming declaration that is going to take place in Finland is well prepared for. If you have not gotten your tickets, please do so because you will not be able to get tickets because the seats are very, very limited. Ensuring that the people of Biafra exercise their basic human rights as mandated by the UN's Charter on People's Rights, and as well as to maintain security, democracy, social, cultural, and economic stability of Biafra people in its territory. Providing citizens with initiatives in the sense that Biafrans across the globe who are genuinely interested and have interest of Biafra at heart knows that this is one and only legitimate government of Biafra that they have. Offering administrative services to the large Biafran communities in diaspora outside the Biafran territory. As we all know, our liaison offices are now active. The government is right there in your doorstep. So whatever you need, please always reach out to your country representative. They are there to serve you. Their sole purpose is to ensure that all your needs are met in the country of your residence. Please do not hesitate to reach out to them whenever you need any service from the Biafra Republic government in exile. We are all aware of the ongoing identification registration for the identification documents. There is another initiative that the government has put out there to be able to identify its citizens in diaspora. So please, if you have not applied for an ID card, please also do so. And the most importantly, to give your data to the Biafra Republic government in exile, because as we are having the process of identification, issuance of identification card, we are at the same time collecting data of Biafrans in diaspora. Of course, the government has its door open for alliances and to facilitate communication within the international stage, providing asylum support documents for Biafran citizens seeking for international protection in accordance with the UN Charter on Human Rights Protection. So please, if you're an asylum seeker, you need help, ensure to go to the Biafra government's webpage, apply for the process. Of course, it might take time because of the backlog that that we might have at hand. So please give the foreign ministry the time to process your applications, and in due course, you will get a response from them. To remind the free world that Biafra Republic government in exile serves and represents the genuine interest of Biafrans, and that is a living proof that Biafrans are determined to become a free and independent sovereign state. The government is also bringing forth the plight of Biafrans to the public domain, together with the neighboring alliances who have since become victims of ethnic cleansing in the heart of Nigeria. As we all witnessed what happened in the old Delta community of Biafra territory, the Nigerian military went there and opened fire on civilians, slaughtering them without provocation. This is the highest level of open terrorism against innocent civilians. Issuing asylum support documents after thorough investigation and interviews of application for the asylum seekers. Please also make sure that when you're applying for asylum, you have all the information readily and available. We are not here to sabotage the international process. So please make sure that when you are seeking asylum, you are genuine, you have an ongoing case. You cannot just come and take advantage of the government when you do not actually have any serious cause for seeking asylum. So please make sure that you come genuine, provide your documents, and then we'll be able to help you to get what you are looking for. And then we move up to movement. We want to refresh our mind times Most of us forget how far we have come in this government, what we have done, what we have achieved. So I think we think it's very, very important that from time to time we remind our citizens of our progress so far. As you all know, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile was established exactly almost over a year ago. And currently they have over 200, or rather we have over 200, including licensed officers and other government official representatives. The government also voted and democratically elected our Prime Minister in the name of Mazi H.E.